Hey guys, it's Avery, and today I'm going to be doing my TBR for the 2017 Summer Biannual Bibliothon. That's a mouthful. Also, it's really hot in here, and I just wanted y'all to know that it is like a sauna up in here. As you can see, my digs have changed a little bit because, I'm in Wisconsin right now instead of Nevada where I usually am, so sorry for the messy. I tried to make it look somewhat presentable, but I'm like sitting in front of all of it anyway. But I have pose, so it's okay. So the group read, which I'll start with because everyone has to read this book for the Biannual Bibliothon, is Flame in the Mist by readathon. I actually miraculously ordered this book before I even knew that it was going to be the group read, so I'm super stoked. And I've been wanting to read this book anyway, which is why I got it clearly. Because it's a Mulan retelling, and I'm actually writing a Mulan retelling right now, so it's like, I kind of need to do my research, right? And it is just so gorgeous. And I did not like The Wrath in the Dawn. However, I really liked readathon's writing style, so I'm hoping I'll like the story of this one a bit more. The next book I'm going to be reading is for the host's favorite genre challenge, and I picked Kaz, whose favorite genre is historical fiction. So I chose Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. I have no idea, guys. This book, from what I know, is about a 15-year-old, it's not from what I know, I'm literally reading the back. 15-year-old girl from Lithuania is preparing for art school and looking forward to summer. In the dark of night, there is a knock at the door and life is forever changed. Soviet secret police arrest Lena, her mother, and her younger brother, tearing their family apart. The three are hauled from their home and thrown into cattle cars, where they soon discover their destination, Siberia. Separated from her father, Lena embeds clues in her drawings and secretly passes them along, hoping they will reach her father's prison camp. In this dramatic and moving story, Lena desperately fights for her life and the lives of those around her, but will love be enough to keep her alive? Everyone's read this book but me, clearly, because I'm behind on everything, but I'm really excited to read this book for the Biannual Bibliothon. The next challenge was to read a banned book. And I had this book in my possession, and I've been wanting to read it for a really long time, so I literally just looked up, is this book banned? And it happened to be banned, so I was like, yes! I've been wanting to read it forever, and it's Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. I think that's how you say it. But it's about college students who fall in love, basically. I'll read the back of this one too. I know it's kind of a classic, so you might already know what it's about, so just skip this part if that's the case. Toru, a quiet and preternaturally, is that a word? Preternaturally serious young college student in Tokyo, is devoted to Naoko, a beautiful and introspective young woman, but their mutual obsession is marked by the tragic death of their best friend years before. Toru begins to adapt to campus life and the loneliness and isolation he faces there, but Naoko finds the pressures and responsibilities of life unbearable. As she retreats further into her own world, Toru finds himself reaching out to others and drawn to fiercely independent and sexually liberated young women. The magnificent blending of the music, the mood, and the ethos that was the 60s, with the story of one college student's romantic coming of age, Norwegian Wood brilliantly recaptures a young man's first hopeless and heroic love. So that just sounds really good to me, and I've heard wonderful, wonderful things, so I'm really excited to read Norwegian Wood. Next book I have chosen is, so this is lazy, like AF, it was the Throwback Challenge, and the Throwback Challenge I picked was the free choice challenge. So it was pick whichever book you want. I've been wanting to read I Am Princess X by Sherry Priest for literally forever. And I finally got my grubby paws on it, and I'm so excited to read this book. It's about two girls who create a webcomic or a comic strip or something like that. And then one of them ends up dying, but then the remaining girl sees traces of Princess X around her. and she deducts that her friend who she created the comic with must be alive. So how cool is that for a synopsis? Like, it sounds amazing, and I've heard great things about Sherry Priest and her writing, so I'm really looking forward to this book. And there's comic strips within the book. It's kind of a unique format, and they're purple, and purple's my favorite color, y'all, so I'm excited. The next challenge is the book to movie adaptation, so you not only have to read the book, you have to watch the movie as well. So I started this book a while back, and I never finished it. I don't know why, because I really liked it from what I can remember. But that book is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. And with Chbosky. Anyway, this book, really good so far. What I'm gonna do for the Biannual Bibliothon is start it over, because I haven't read it for a while, so I'd like to reread it. So you know what? I'm taking the bookmark out, guys. Taking out the bookmark. Done. Done news. Done story. The next book I have is for the challenge that a book you found not on BookTube. And I found this book at LeviosaCon, which I met some of the coolest people ever. But my favorite book of 2016 was Robin Schneider's The Beginning of Everything. And I came across the fact that she had written another book, and I picked it up on Amazon. So it's Extraordinary Means by Robin Schneider. I'll read the description real quick because it's short. Up until his diagnosis, Lane lived a fairly predictable life, but when he finds himself at a tuberculosis sanatorium called Latham House, he discovers an insular world with paradoxical rules, med censors, and an eccentric yet utterly compelling confidant named Sadie, and life as Lane knows it will never be the same. The final challenge is to read an LGBTQIA+ book. And I chose, and I have a bookmark in this one as well, but I'm going to start it over because I only read a little bit and then I had to go to college and it got messed up. So, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alir Sands. And this book is about two boys who meet each other in the summer. They're very different. But they develop a special bond that will teach them the most important truths of their lives and help define the people they want to be. However, big hurdles, which I'm assuming is the fact that they're gay. I'm not sure yet because I haven't read it, and it doesn't say explicitly that they're in love with each other or they're gay or anything. But I'm assuming that's one of the big problems that they experience in this book. I'm really excited to read this because I've heard only great things. Like, look at all the awards this book has gotten. Like, I am all for books that other people like as well. Like, if a bunch of other people say this book is good, it's probably good. Like, I'm not one to just forego that recommendation. So anyway, that is my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon 2017 summer. I messed up those words. They should have gone in a different order. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to stop over into my little corner of the internet. I'd really appreciate it if you're new here, if you would subscribe, and if you liked what you saw, just leave a like or a comment, let me know. So thank you guys so much for everything. You guys are amazing. Have a great day. Read lots. Bye, guys.